Hello everybody, welcome back to JTP. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my updated 2022 governor's prediction. And before I get started, please check out my channel. Please like and subscribe if you think my channel deserves a rating. And I just I just made a video about Pennsylvania. And I made lots of other videos, so make sure to check those out. So starting with safe states, no surprise, Idaho and all these states. We know, same with Ohio. We know these will go red. Vermont, New Hampshire. They have basically rhinos. California, Illinois, Hawaii, Massachusetts. Phil Scott, basically liberal Republican. I think Massachusetts, Maryland also will go blue. And that is it. Not many safe states for Republicans. They do not have the state of Kansas. In the state of Kansas, I'm just gonna wait for it to load. Okay, RCP doesn't have any polls loaded. I don't know. Well, they have made it as the ranking is lean Republican, I think. And I do agree with that. I do think it could even be a likely. But I'll just put it as a lean for now. The incumbent Democrat, Laura Kelly, the Democrat, is the incumbent. And it could very well be 5 points, but as of now, I'm just going to put it as a lean margin. Likely states also includes South Carolina, Georgia. Brian Kemp, I do think, will win in the state of Georgia. He defeated Purdue, if you didn't know, by a lot. Florida, DeSantis would easily defeat Charlie Crist. Alaska, Texas, I don't think Beto will win in Texas. I do think Greg Abbott will probably pull this thing off with 13 or so. Iowa as well will probably be a likely margin. And that is it, in my opinion. Democrats, they do have the state of New York. There was a poll by Trafalgar. I think they only had Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, only up with like 3, I think, something like that. So keep that in mind. But New York is a blue state. I don't think it would go lean lean Democrat. For the state of Rhode Island, let me see if I can pull up the polling. Where is it? So they have it as a likely Dem. And I don't really know if it will be likely Dem. Or actually, yeah, I do think it will be likely Dem. I was thinking, or never mind. I just think it will be likely Democrat. But Connecticut, no. I think it will be a leaning. Ned Lamont, I'm pretty sure, won with a close margin, but things have changed, and now I think he's more better at winning in Connecticut. And the state of Colorado, a blue trending state, no surprise here. And now that is all the likely states. Now, leaning states for Republicans are Kansas, the state of Wisconsin. I do think Tim Michaels will win Wisconsin. I don't think Tony Evers will win. Wisconsin polls are terrible, so I wouldn't really trust them. In Arizona as well, I do think it will go lean Republican. If you go to Real Clear Politics and you go to Nevada, Lombardo's up at 1.4, despite other polls for different states polling Democrats up. I do think this race would go red. Lombardo is, I'm pretty sure, the sheriff of Clark County. And I do think that'll really help. And unlike a candidate like Joey Gilbert, I do think Lombardo's a better candidate than him, who was a candidate for the Republican primary in Nevada. I do think Lombardo will pull this off at a lean margin. As well, yeah, in Arizona, sorry, let me pull up Arizona. And it's polling right now. They have it as a tie. Trafalgar has it +1, Lake Hobbs +1, and Fox 10 / inside advantage. I do think Carrie Lake will pull this off. And Republicans only start surging in the state of Arizona or so, at kind of near election night or something like that. And I do think Lake will pull this off at a lead margin, not only because of that reason, but just because I just don't think Todd's will win. I do think the red wave will carry her. And just looking at this polls, it's not even close, really. So yeah, now that is it, I believe. Now, leaning Democrats, this is Oregon, I'm pretty sure it was, let me pull it up. Okay, so Drazen +1 for clout research. That was in August. I don't think Drazen will pull this off. She has a shot. But I just don't really think Oregon would go Republican. Let me see if I can. Hold on. So the only poll, Oregon, or in Trafalgar right now is +1 Drazen. It shows 538, which should more polls, but there's more polls having Drazen down, and I do think Kotek would win this race. I'm pretty sure it was a jungle primary. I'm not sure. I have to check again. And I just don't really think Oregon would go red. But Republicans could definitely win the state. Next state is Minnesota. It's a weird state. You know, even if there's a riot in Minneapolis, it will still go blue. No matter what, it will still go blue. It's a weird state. So yeah, in the state of Michigan, also another Democrat state. RCP, I think, has as +8 Whitmer. No, I don't think it'll be +8 Whitmer, but she's a strong candidate. It's going to be hard to defeat her. But right now, I do think it'll be a lead margin as of now for the Democrat Party in Michigan. Connecticut, I do think would also be a lead margin as well. Connecticut probably wins with a lead margin as well. Now, the rest of the states are going to be classified in the tilt margin. Starting with Maine, I do think this would be I would think it would be a tilt margin. Let me go to governor map and pull up the state of Michigan. And keep in mind, Paul LePage was the former governor of Maine, so yeah. So Mills is up with 3.5. Pan Atlantic has it as at 4 points for Mills. And I do think it'll be a close race. But at the end of the day, I do think Mills would probably win this race by a small margin. So yeah, we're going to have to see what happens. As of now, I do think it'll be tilt Democrat. Now for the state of Pennsylvania, I do think I used to think it would probably be Democrat. Earlier, not too long ago, maybe 5 days ago, I don't remember. But I do think it'll be tilt Republican. Actually, a Trafalgar poll only has Shapiro only up with 2. And the undecided margin vote has changed from its previous poll and now has Mastriano up with more and a lesser undecided rate. And if you go over here, let me try to find it. It's starting to, oh no, this is Austin Fetterman. Let me go to the governor's matter. Over here, Mastriano is going up against Shapiro, as you can see this graph. And I do think at the end of the day, Doug Mastriano will go up. Early Pennsylvania polling is kind of bad. I do think Doug Mastriano would probably win this race by a tilt, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens. New Mexico is going to be a nail biter. As of now, I'm going to rate as Democrat. Mark Ronchetti was actually close. I mean, closer than Trump in 2020 to Senate terms. And I think he's trying to be like Glenn Youngkin in New Mexico. Right now, he's down by 5. But I think New Mexico will come down to a tilt. But it could definitely be a Republican victory. But Grisham. Lujan Grisham can definitely lose, but as of right now, I just think it'll probably go blue, but definitely could go red. So yeah, this is my prediction right now. Democrats are still down in the governor's map. They're in danger of losing New Mexico, more likely than Maine. The state of New Mexico, Mark Ranchetti, as I said, could definitely win. I'm trying to be like Glenn Youngkin. But Oregon, I do think that's a loss for Republicans, but the rest of the states, probably red. The most closest I would probably say is New Mexico and Pennsylvania. But we're going to have to see what happens. So that concludes my 2022 updated governor's prediction. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.